Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to our math lesson. We are working on measurement like we have been the past couple of weeks, but we're also going to be working with different units. So different units mean, are we measuring in centimeters? Are we measuring in inches, in yards, in feet? So we're going to go over all of that, but these problems are word problems and they're going to make us really think about the unit of measure or the different units of measuring that we have been using. So we're going to need to make sure that we are reading these carefully, and then we are also annotating when we are reading problems. I know Mrs. Dominowski and I have really worked hard to make sure that you are annotating or highlighting or circling important information and really paying attention to the unit of measure that we are working with. So that's our objective. We're going to be looking at the different units of measure when we are reading these problems. So let's go to number 1. Miss Yanis is going to get her tool ready to go. So let's read. Compare. Compare means that you're going to take two different units of measuring. We're going to see the differences between them. So Eduardo's picnic table is 200 centimeters long. So I already know I have 200 and I know I have centimeters long. So I already know the unit of measure is centimeters. Eduardo also measures a picnic table in meters. Oh, so here's another unit of measure, meters. Is the length of the picnic table fewer centimeters or fewer meters? So before we answer this question, we have 200 centimeters. Well, we know in 1 meter, we have 100 centimeters. Remember, we were working with meters and centimeters. We have 100 centimeters. So if I measure this picnic table right over here, are we going to have fewer meters? Well, we know 1 meter is 100 centimeters. Or are we going to have fewer centimeters? Well, I'm going to say the smaller something is, the more we have of it. And the bigger or longer something is, the fewer we have. So I want you to be thinking, if I have 1 meter, or 100 centimeters, which one will you have fewer of? So don't forget to make sure you explain your answer as you are working. So number 2, compare. Again, I'm gonna get my pencil. Joe's bedroom is 6 yards. Oh, here we go. Here's our unit that we're using, 6 yards. So his bedroom. So the bedroom is pretty large, right? He also measures it in feet. Oh, here we go. In feet. That's our different measure. So we're dealing with yards and feet. Does Joe use more yards? They want to know more. Does he use more yards or more feet to measure the length of his bedroom? So let's think. We have yards. So 1 yard. Do you remember what 1 yard is equal to? 1 yard is equal to how many feet? That's right, 3 feet. So if I'm looking at this, a yard is much bigger than a foot. So let's think. If we're measuring a bedroom, are we going to be using more feet or more yards? Well, a yard is greater and feet are smaller. So remember, the smaller something is, the more we need. So we know that we're going to need either more yards or more feet. A yard is much longer. Do you remember we had that yardstick and we had 3 rulers under there? Do you remember that? We had 3 rulers. So would you need more yardsticks, those really big, or would you need more rulers? Because 1 ruler is a foot. So would you need more yardsticks or more rulers? We are doing a great job. Let's look at number 3, explain. Kit's ribbon is 12 inches long. What unit of measure are we using? Inches. And we're also measuring a ribbon. Her blue ribbon is 12 centimeters. Well, now I have a different color. Her blue ribbon is 12 centimeters. There's another unit of measure. So we have inches and we have centimeters. So she has, red ribbon. I missed that, red ribbon. So red ribbon is 12 inches. and her blue ribbon is 12 centimeters. Kit says they are the same length. That's already seeming interesting to me. Do you agree? Well, let's think about it. When we see a ruler, so if I think about a ruler, I know that in a ruler, inches are much greater unit of measure, and inches and centimeters are much smaller. So do you think that that her ribbons are the same length? Well, 12 inches looks much different than 12 centimeters. 12 inches is a whole ruler, and 12 centimeters is definitely not the whole ruler. So are they the same size? I already think that they are not, because I know inches and centimeters already are different units of measure. But so we don't agree. So let's explain why we don't agree. All right, last but not least, number 4. So Eric measures the length of his model car. Well, let's see. Oh, here's a yardstick. We were talking about the yardstick before. A yardstick is 3 feet. So here's 1 ruler, 2 rulers, 3 rulers. And we know each ruler is equal to 1 foot. So we have 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, 3 feet. Part A, what is the length of Eric's car in feet and in yards? So you're going to look at the yardstick. How many feet? Put it here, and how many yards? So you're going to use a yardstick and the rulers. Part B, which units would you need the fewest to measure the length of Eric's car? Circle the correct answer. So would you need fewer inches? Would you need fewer yards? Or would you need fewer feet? Well, I know the greatest unit of measure is yards. The smallest unit of measure is inches. So which one would you need the fewest of? So remember, the bigger something is, the less you need. So which one do you think? Number 5. Math journal. Choose any 2 different units of measure. So you can use centimeters, meters, feet, inches. Then explain which of the units you would need fewer of to measure the height of a door. So think of a door as pretty tall. So you can use, like I said, so you can look up here, you can use inches, you can use yards, and you can use feet. So you need to use 2 different ones. So let's say we use, I'm going to use feet, and I'm going to use yards. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to measure a door. So with feet, I know I need a lot of rulers, right? Because a foot is 1 ruler, and yards is 3 feet. So that's pretty big, right? So which one would I need fewer of? I think I would need fewer yards because a yard is much greater. So boys and girls, great job. Please make sure you are really annotating and thinking about the question. And if you have any questions, Mrs. Dominowski and I are here. Make sure you remember to explain your thinking when you are completing your math assignment for today.